With more than 200 story levels combined, the Little Big Planet franchise is for sure one of the biggest and most beloved PlayStation IPs. But have you ever wondered which are actually the levels that stand out the most in each game? Well, if you did, then you will probably enjoy this video, and even if you have never thought of it, you still are going to enjoy it. Trust me. So as mentioned, today we are going to be looking on the best story levels from every single Little Big Planet game and spin-off. So let's dive into it. Probably one of the most enjoyable story modes in the franchise in terms of the level design and looks, the first Little Big Planet for sure is one of the best. But what actually is the best level of the game? In my opinion, the best level after the first game's story is Skate to Victory. Now I might be a little based because I love the Gardens theme, but there are a couple of reasons on why I think this level is the best on the first Little Big Planet. First of all, the level design in this one is very cleverly done and its difficulty is exactly what you can expect from an after introduction level. Unlike the first levels, this one actually progresses the story. I mean, you've got to love all the Easter eggs, especially the one in which the collector appears as Humpty Dumpty. Besides that, the level also moves at a faster pace than usual. The rotating platforms like windmills and all the ghosts on the castle make this level feel very thrilling and challenging, even if it's actually not that hard. And don't get me started on the best part of the level, which is the skating part. Absolute gold. Also, something that made this level feel thrilling is because I don't know if it was just me, but back at the time I loved Haunted Castle in games for some reason. Yeah, anyways, moving on to the next game. One of the lesser known Little Big Planet games, Little Big Planet PCP has a simple yet very entertaining story mode. And even though there are only 2 layers, the creators definitely did a fantastic job. Now, for the best level of this game is the Thief's Den. I absolutely enjoyed this level much more than the others, because of the amazing gameplay it offers. The level is packed with wonderful platforming and it truly makes use of its limited layers. Aside from that, the level feels very colorful and the music sounds straight from Disney's Aladdin. I love the overall aesthetics and I truly think that PCP story mode is very underrated in terms of its levels. Even though a much smaller game in scope compared to the previous games, Sackboy Prehistoric Moves definitely delivers in terms of its levels. The best level in this game is Prehistoric Paradise. Its visuals are stunning, the gameplay and the obstacles are very enjoyable, and the music is great. At some part it even feels like Jurassic World. The mesmerizing dinos and the level's charms make it feel like you are being transported to the Stone Age. From big dinos and small ones to volcanoes, this level has it all. And as the name suggests, it feels just like it. Also, for some obvious reasons, this game in general makes me think of the Croods movie. Now this was difficult for me, as the second Little Big Planet has an exceptional story mode. I mean, what can I say when the game itself is a masterpiece? And for that reason, I was a bit divided on which level to choose, so I actually decided that for Little Big Planet 2, there are 2 levels that outstand the others, and I'm talking about Runaway Train and Patience Are a Virtue. In my opinion, these 2 are one of the best story levels ever in a Little Big Planet game. For starters, Runaway Train from Victoria's Laboratory has an amazing gameplay, and it's one of the most fun you will have on Little Big Planet 2, especially on co-op. I still remember messing with the Grabinators and throwing my brothers to skip some parts in the level. The level has an incredible design and a unique style. It feels very actiony and it's very thrilling since you are on a train chase full of dangers and negativity on menace. Also, I don't know about you, but Victoria's world always made me dazzled since it literally looks like a giant and colorful cake world. As for Patience Are a Virtue, this level from Eve's Asylum is an eye candy. The visuals are outstanding and everything here is very well made, to the point it looks kinda realistic. The gameplay is also very relaxing and I truly think that it's very deserving of this spot. Now, up next is Little Big Planet PS Vita, which in terms of the plot is the best of the franchise in my opinion. Besides that, it also is the scariest and the creepiest Little Big Planet game. I mean, I don't know if you ever played this game, but if you did, you would know what I'm talking about. And for that reason, the best level of the game, always in my opinion, is Sunshine and Shadows. This level is absolutely thrilling and it really has a very neat gameplay. The ambience and the music are one of my favorite on Little Big Planet Vita, and the level really shows the difference from Media Molecule and Tarsier Studios. I mean, you could tell it's the developers from games like Little Nightmares. I don't know about you, but the rain, the mansion, the hollows, thunders, and the overall vibes always made me enjoy it to the most. And also, let's not forget about the crazy clown that guided you through the mansion. Mrs. Sunshine does not get all the love she deserves. Even though I never tried Little Big Planet karting myself, and just have seen it through YouTube, that never stopped me from thinking that this game was an underrated gem. I mean, it's the actual first 3D game in the franchise. Now, the best level of this game is Mind the Gap from the Canyons theme. What I like about this game is that it reuses Little Big Planet 1 and Little Big Planet 2 worlds and makes them 3D, and if you thought that the Canyons from Little Big Planet 1 was good, then this level will absolutely blow your mind. I mean, it blew mine when I saw it. The level is amazing, with incredible gameplay, and it feels very big compared to the levels in the first Little Big Planet game. The music and the details make it a must play, and the thrillingness of racing and competing in this level with your relatives make it a classic. I mean, it literally is Canyons from Little Big Planet 1 on steroids. So there is that. Anyways, moving on. Little Big Planet 3 is my favorite game along with the second game, and just like it, this one has some amazing levels. Like, they are crazy good. I mean, you have levels like High Stakes Highs, Flip Flop Folios, Deep Space Drive-In, Tutu Tango, and many others. But even though this was by far one of the hardest decisions I made in this video, for the best level I have to go for none other than Belly of the Beast. This level is iconic, and for a good reason too. The gameplay is fantastic and the level is so unique that does things that up to that point we never thought were possible. Take the Bubbles gameplay for example, and how smooth they were. It truly is something different. Also, the level design in this one is peak Little Big Planet. The visuals and the overall difficulty of the level make it a very enjoyable experience. The music is very relaxing and adds to the depth of the level. Also, the level is playable in two different ways, which are to play it either with the bubbles or with the help of the boost boots, which make it all the more fun, especially if you decided to play it with both. I really like the overall concept of the level and the ideas, and I really think that Sumo Digital nailed this one, and that is the reason on why I think the level deserves the first spot for Little Big Planet 3. Now, before I move on to the next game, I really do want to say that if you are enjoying this video, why not consider subscribing and leaving a thumbs up, as it would really help the channel. More fun videos like this are on the way. Moving on. I know you must be so confused right now, but the way I'm actually going to do this is choose the best world from the game. In total there are 3 worlds, each with a variation to it to make it more unique. I know it's not a lot, but hey, at least it's not like Ultimate Sackboy. Now, for the best theme here is Canyons in Rain, and for obvious reasons. It's the most difficult one and the most entertaining one. I love the more vibrant take that makes it different from the Canyons in the first game, and the fact that it comes with rain makes it even better for me. It's an overall good experience and definitely offers a challenging time for those who wanted to beat records, like me for example. My personal record is still to date 5.1 million points, by the way. Let me know if you ever played it and your records. It's now time for the best level of the most underrated game in the franchise. Sackboy Big Adventure is one of the best in the franchise, and definitely level design is where the game excels. I mean, believe me when I tell you that every level in this game is simply incredible. But there are 2 in particular that stand out, and those are One Track Mind and Treble on Paradise. Now, what both of these levels have in common is that both are musical levels, and trust me, the idea of making musical levels onto a Little Big Planet game is brilliant. And just like the idea, the execution is flawless. The music in One Track Mind and Treble on Paradise uses popular songs like Toxic from Britney Spears and Uptown Funk from Bruno Mars. So yeah, they're the big deal. The overall visuals of the levels and the way everything dances, from the buildings to the creatures, it's a joy to see. The gameplay feels very relaxing and very well thought, and the difficulty is just where it needs to be. If you haven't tried this, then you should definitely check them out. Now, for the last and worst game in the franchise, I will do the same thing that I did with Run Sackboy Run. The best track to run in this game is the one based from Cold Feet in Sackboy Big Adventure. Compared to the uninspiring previous world in this game, this one feels less bland and more detailed than the rest. It's a fun track, but as I said, the ideas don't help the game as it is very bad overall, since it is a late world to unlock. Anyways, that's all for today. Let me know if you enjoyed this video and let me know if you want to know the worst levels next, as I'm planning to do that. And with that in mind, see you next time.